I'm just a guy who loves Disney that has way too much time on his hands. If anybody from Disney is watching, please don't sue me. I'm here to rate, review, and describe all of your favorite things from the magical world of Disney. I'm File91e and welcome to my Disney News and Reviews. Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Disney News and Reviews. I'm File91e. I'm sorry for missing last week, but I had some good reasons to. One, it was Easter. Had a lot of stuff to clean and get ready for, for people and stuff like that. Had a lot of stuff to go to. But the other thing was I was also sick. I woke up that morning. I was supposed to be doing this with a swollen uvula here in the back because of allergies. And I'm not sure you can tell, I'm still a little stuffed up, but I'm getting better. After a week of allergy medicine, I'm pretty much set. And I'm feeling pretty good. And the antihistamines are awesome. I felt bad, so I kind of wanted to make this video, pretty good. So there will be some live stuff here, some on-ride footage. But there is something that I really am excited to show you. My grandfather was going through his basement, and he was going through all of his old stuff, and he happened upon some pretty interesting things that I thought were awesome, that I think you will like too. Everybody knows now when you go down to Disney World, you get a ticket, for the park, and you can go in and enjoy as many rides as you want, given the amount of time that the park's open. A ticket usually winds up looking like this. It's like a kind of a credit card sort of thing. But it wasn't always like that. Nowadays you can pretty much just go up. This is a park hopper pass, so it looks like an actual credit card, and you keep these with you at all times. You swipe it in and out. Like even one day passes kind of look like credit cards, only they're a little thinner and flimsier. But they're kind of meant for one use. But yeah, this is the ticket nowadays. But back in the early days of Disney, they didn't have that. They had these little ticket books, which would be your admission into the park when it was just Magic Kingdom, as well as a limited supply of ride tickets. You actually had to have a ticket to get on a ride. Can you imagine having to give a ticket to get on the Swiss Family Treehouse or whatever? What I'm trying to get at is he found, and this is awesome, these old ticket books. This one right here is a 10 ride. Is a 10 ride ticket book with the A and B ride still available. Then you got the D and C 10 ride ticket book. Then you got the 8 Adventures ticket book right here. And both of these have the A and B attractions. So let me give you a good look at these. There will be a video after this, and we'll go into detail with all of these. But yeah, so basically what you would do is you would buy these ticket books, and you would have to tear out these tickets, or the person would do it, and tear it out, and that'll be it. So let me give you an example of a B type attraction. You might hear in some really concentrated Disney circles when they talk about A tickets or E tickets. The E tickets were always the high quality attractions, for instance, Pirates of the Caribbean, Space Mountain, things of that nature. So the A and B were kind of the lower end. Excuse me. For instance, a B attraction would be the Frontierland Shootin Gallery, the Swiss Family Treehouse, or the Dumbo the Flying Elephant, and an A attraction would be the horse cars, the Main Street vehicles, the Main Street Cinema, Cinderella's Golden Carousel merry-go-round sort of thing. They would, what's cool about these things is they would give you the top attractions for the, for the B, the B type attractions. They'd say in Adventureland, a B type attraction would be the Swiss Family Treehouse, sort of things. So yeah, here, let me show you a C and a D. There are no more E tickets. They used all the E tickets when they were there. Okay. Alright, this is a D ticket right here. Some of the D ticket attractions are the Enchanted Tiki Room, the Tom Sawyer Island, the Mission to Mars, the Mickey Mouse Review, And a C attraction would be Peter Pan's Flight, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, Snow White's Scary Adventures, or the Walt Disney World Railroad steam trains, that sort of thing. Yeah, and this is an adult book. It costs $6.25. $6.25. I think that's remnants of an old, right here. I'm not sure if it's, I think it's remnants of an old thing, I guess, I don't know. But anyway, he gave these to me, and these just had me tickled pink, man. These were great. I've always wanted to get my hands on some of these ticket books, and he was like, "Oh, I think you'll like them." I was going to throw them away. I was like, "Please, don't ever, whatever you do, throw them away." He also handed me this, Your Complete Guide to Walt Disney World, presented by GAF. I'm not sure, I think it's a film thing. Do you want to see how big Disney World was back in 1970, I think he said 76, this is when this is from. Here's how big Disney World was in 1976. This is all of Disney World. You will not see Epcot. You will not see Hollywood Studios or anything like that. In fact, you won't see many of the hotels. The only hotels that were there were the Contemporary Resort and the Polynesian. You got Fort Wilderness over here. And the Magic Kingdom right up there. That's where you went. And this is what Disney World would look like in 1976. And this resort guide is awesome. It tells you all about the the different attractions and the different lands of the Magic Kingdom. And again, I'm going to be doing a complete, I have two of these. I'm going to be doing a complete breakdown of these. I'll be, doing an unboxing or whatever. You can, just to go through so you can each see exactly what these these tickets are like. And the other thing he found were these silhouettes from Main Street USA. Remember these silhouettes here? These silhouettes from Main Street USA of my uncles and my mom. This is the silhouette of my mom when she was down there in '77, age 12, and my uncle. So yeah, I saw that and I wanted to share that with you. And again, there will be a video after this with me going in depth on these things, just to show you exactly what those tickets and the complete guide is like. But I thought you guys would like that. I know I did. I was so excited when I got to hold them, and just to go through them and think, wow, this is so cool to have to go and buy tickets. It's very old school Disney, and just try to imagine what it was like to have to buy tickets for each and every single ride you went on. You had to use your e-ticket to either get on Pirates of the Caribbean or Space Mountain, and then you have to go buy another book or another specific ticket just to get on those certain rides. So yeah, anyway, it's just it's really cool, and I'm glad my grandfather didn't throw them away. So thanks Papa, I appreciate it. You are awesome. And I think that's going to do it for this first part of the Disney News Reviews. Let's get right to the news. A ton of Star Wars weekend news. As I have mentioned before, this year's event will run May 18th through the 20th, May 25th through the 27th, June 1st through the 3rd, and my birthday, June 8th through the 10th of this year. The event will bring back last year's hosts, Ashley Eckstein and James Arnold Taylor, voices of Ahsoka Tano and Obi-Wan Kenobi in the animated series Star Wars The Clone Wars. A special celebrity guest lineup is featured on a bunch of my favorite Disney websites, including wdwmagic.com, so check it out. Some celebrities that will be attending include Ray Park, who is Darth Maul, D. Bradley Baker, Jake Lloyd, Jeremy Bulloch, who is the original Boba Fett, and Daniel Logan, who is the new Boba Fett, the kid Boba Fett, amongst many others. For the full list of celebrities and details on what else to expect from this year's Star Wars weekends, check out sites like allearts.net or www.magic.com for all the latest and greatest scoops on that. You might be able to check out. They might have some information on WaltDisneyWorld.com too. So check those out. I reported last time that Rapunzel would be relocating to the Adventureland veranda as the changes are made to the fairy tale garden for the new Merida meet and greet. Plans appear to have now changed. Rapunzel will now be moving to the town square courtyard next to City Hall, with Ariel now remaining in the Adventureland veranda. Flynn Rider, who was expected to join Rapunzel in the veranda location, will now not be a part of the meet and greet, but instead will appear daily with Rapunzel in the Celebrate a Dream Come True parade. At least he's still there. I mean, he's the best part of that whole thing. And these changes will go into effect tomorrow, April 15th, through the summer, when Rapunzel will likely be moving again to her new home in Fantasyland. So now, from pretty much tomorrow through the summer, that's where they'll be. So keep that in mind if you're going down. The test track refurbishment appears to be moving full steam ahead, as construction permits have now been filed with the Orange County government, including the description of provide labor, material, and or electrical for construction permits. So that's pretty cool. They're getting ready for that. Specific dates for the refurbishment have still not been announced, though through the usual channels, but operations cast members are now expecting the building to be closed from April 16th, which is next Monday, and with a reopening on the fall of 2012. So it should be, this fall that they'll finish it up. During this time, both the Land Pavilion and the Character Spot will be staying open until 10 p.m. to help soak up some of Test Track's lost capacity. They're trying to, help keep that going. So Soarin' will be open until 10. That's awesome. Also, Epcot will be adding a new entertainment group performing a cappella music outside of Test Track once the attraction closes for refurbishment. So that should be pretty cool. If anybody gets any video from that, upload it to YouTube and send it to me. That should be pretty cool. And finally, Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin is scheduled to close for a brief refurbishment from June 27th to June 28th, reopening again on June 29th of this year. So that's the news for this week. Let's get right to the reviews. Alright, in honor of me getting these things, these awesome ticket books, I want to review a couple things on here. I've always wanted to review, stuff on these, so, alright, I have an idea. Okay, I'll review something right here from the B ticket attraction. It's the Frontierland attraction on the B ticket attraction. I can't believe this is a B ticket attraction. I guess there were other things that were worse than this. I'm going to be reviewing and just getting this out of the way. The Frontierland Shootin Gallery, or the Frontierland Shootin Arcade, in Frontierland in Disney's Magic Kingdom. All this stuff is going to be Magic Kingdom today, because there was only the Magic Kingdom when those books were available. So anyway, what these guys say, the Frontierland Shootin Arcade is an electronic shooting gallery, a diversion attraction. Go anytime at all, because nobody cares. Costs $1 per play, a very nifty shooting gallery, 1.5 stars. They are being very nice. And I'm going to have to be very nice about this because, no, I'm not. Anyway, I dug up some history on it, so let's get right to it. This attraction opened on October 1st, 1971 as a lead pellet version of this attraction. Then it was rehabbed in the summer of 1982 when they switched it all to the infrared light attraction. Basically, this simulates a shootout in Tombstone, Arizona over Boot Hill in 1850. That would be weird if it was 1950. Anyway, the gallery includes a jail, a hotel, a bank, and a cemetery with targets that are animated when shot. So whenever you shoot, something goes off. It's pretty cool. It's a shooting gallery. Kind of happens. There's a total of 97 targets. And this is a fun bit of trivia. Originally, the guns shot lead pellets, as I said before, but they were replaced with infrared rifles due to the maintenance costs of repainting the targets almost every night. They almost used 2,000 gallons of paint a year to repaint these targets after they were shot with lead pellets and whatnot. The lead pellet thing was actually pretty cool. It's kind of like shooting a BB gun, but now it's 100% safer because you can't hurt yourself with light. You can't do it. There are similar attractions like this in Disneyland as the Frontierland Shootin Exposition. There's one in Disneyland Park in Paris, and as the Rustler Roundup Shooting Gallery, and in Tokyo Disneyland as the Westernland Shooting Gallery. That's pretty cool. Here's another really awesome little bit of trivia that I found out in this awesome book that I'm reading. You know the Michael Jackson Thriller video, you know, Thriller, Thriller Night, that sort of thing? Yeah, anyway. Do you remember the hand, you know, coming out, you know, coming out during the cemetery scene in that video when the hand came out and with the zombie coming out of the ground and everything? Well, there was an image that's not there anymore. They removed the hand. There is an image back when, you know, when Michael Jackson was going to Disneyland and whatnot. There's an image of a skeleton hand coming out in front of this one tombstone. You're seeing it right now, zoomed in on this one tombstone. There used to be a hand, a skeleton hand, right in front of it. And what happened was this one image of the hand coming out in front of the tombstone inspired Michael Jackson to make this video. And that's why that one shot of the hand coming out of the ground and the zombie coming out after it is in that video, because without the Frontierland Shootin Arcade in Disneyland, there would not be a Thriller video, which is kind of funny, to think that he actually admitted this personally to the Disney Imagineers when he was taking a tour throughout this park, and I thought that was actually pretty cool. So kudos, Michael Jackson, Disney making the awesome Thriller video. So yeah, there you go, a little bit of Frontierland Shootin Arcade trivia for you. So what am I going to give the Frontierland Shootin Arcade? I try to be nice to it because it's just a shooting gallery. That's all it is. You just go up, you pay $1. It's one of the only things, the few things in Disney where you actually have to pay after you pay the general admission to use. So it's $1 for like 35 shots, I believe. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm going to give this attraction a 1. It's the dreaded 1. There's no reason to get on this attraction at all, or to go to this attraction, to even go there, unless you're eating lunch outside and you're waiting for the rest of your family to eat, and you bum $1 off a guy and you go and want to do this because you're bored. Honestly, there's no reason to. It shouldn't really be in any of your itineraries. This doesn't really provide you with any story theming or anything like that. It's just a diversion thing. It's just there to take up space. They recently renovated it, they repainted it, and it's all nice and neat now again. But yeah, honestly, I don't think anybody should really, mess with it. It's just there to be there. So the Frontierland Shootin Arcade in Disney World or Disneyland, and all of them, it's in every single one of them. 1 star. 1 star. You can totally do better somewhere else, or waste your time doing something else. So there you go, the Frontierland Shootin Arcade, 1 star. All right, let's try to get a little bit of a better attraction here. All right, yeah, okay. Let's do this one from the sea attraction. I mean, I could do more, but I don't know. This is pretty interesting. The sea attraction. I've always wanted to do. I've been meaning to do this for a while. It's Peter Pan's Flight in Fantasyland. There you go. It's a sea attraction. Although this is it seems to be one of everybody's sentimental favorites. The Peter Pan's Flight in Fantasyland in Disney's Magic Kingdom. Now these guys say Peter Pan's Flight it's an indoor track ride, minor attraction. Go before 10 a.m. or after 6 p.m. or use Fast Pass. Yes, this does get a lot of foot traffic, and they do have a Fast Pass for it. Nostalgic, mellow, and well done, not to be missed, 4 stars. This attraction is really cool. I really like this attraction. It is, like they say, very nostalgic and very old school Disney, and there's not a lot of thrill in it, but there is some thrill, and it's pretty interesting, and everybody seems to like it. I like it. So yeah. Anyway, Peter Pan's Flight is a suspended dark ride located in Fantasyland, and is one of the few remaining attractions that was operational on Disneyland's opening day in 1955, and they brought it over from Disneyland to Disney World, and it opened in October 1st, 1971. Or I'm sorry, it was October 2nd. I'm not sure. October 1st, I think. The ride story, music and staging, and artwork are based on Walt Disney's Peter Pan. Basically, you're just traveling through the story of Peter Pan. Now, when this attraction opened in Disneyland, originally it was supposed to be, just like Snow White's Scary Adventures, a point of view ride. Basically, as you're flying through, you notice that Peter Pan wasn't there. That's because you were supposed to be Peter Pan. You were riding this and going through this attraction as if you were Peter Pan himself, and you were viewing all of this through Peter Pan's eyes. The ride was a lot different than it is now. They recently, well, not recently, but they renovated it after people just didn't get it. They were like, "Where's Peter Pan? I didn't see Peter Pan." Well, because you were supposed to be Peter Pan. That's the whole reason you were flying around and everything. But that guests didn't quite catch on to that, so they wound up renovating it, putting in some newer stuff, and they put in Peter Pan afterwards. Now, when the ride came over to Walt Disney World, they decided to expand even more and added some audio animatronics in there and really got this stuff rocking. The colors were vibrant, very cool. Peter Pan was there in a bunch of attractions. They really expanded on a lot of things. The boat, the ship, Hook ship, and everything. And they really got it, looking good and became a pretty big hit. Now, I do have video on this, so you will be seeing a pretty much a good understanding of what it is. It's not the entire attraction. It's about 2 minutes of showing my entire experience for Peter Pan's flight, but it's pretty cool, and you should get an idea of what to expect when on Peter Pan's flight. The load and unload area features Omnimover type of a platform. Basically, you're just constantly loading and unloading. It keeps people moving. Very good, very efficient. Like I said, the Fast Pass is also available. So you might need to use this because this ride does get some hefty wait times. There are versions of this attraction in Disneyland, the original, like I said, Tokyo Disneyland, and Disneyland Park in Paris. So that's pretty cool. This is a pretty iconic ride. Just it's very old school, very nostalgic, and is pure Disney, along the lines of Pirates of the Caribbean and Snow White's Scary Adventures, which oddly enough is getting scrapped, and Snow White's getting a new ride in the new Fantasyland, which is the Snow White's Mine Train Coaster, I think. Yeah, so that should be pretty cool. That should be fun. Now, another bit of trivia from this before I go into the video. Ariel from the 1989 Disney movie The Little Mermaid is actually, she makes a little guest appearance in this attraction. If you look in the mermaid scene, the center mermaid looks a lot like Ariel. That's because it is. The Disney Imagineers decided to throw a little thing in there, and there are a couple hidden Mickeys in there as well. So keep an eye out for some hidden Mickeys in Peter Pan's flight. Now, my experience was very good. We didn't wait too long. I think it was about a 10-15 minute wait, and it just loaded pretty quickly. My brother and I enjoyed the attraction. It's always a fun one. I try to hit it each and every single time. It's a very good attraction, and kids will love it. Kids will love it. My grandfather remembered it, and he said he enjoyed it. So that's a very cool thing, the fact that he enjoyed Peter Pan's flight. So anyway, I have a 2-minute video here basically showing you what the ride is. You'll see some scenes from inside the ride, get a good idea of what the ride looks like, where it is. It's located right across from It's a Small World. You'll see the load-unload procedure and that sort of thing too. So hope you guys enjoy my experience in Peter Pan's flight last October in 2011. Check it out.
Peter Pan. People go off. People. Tree. Type objects. Sailing in the wind.
So pretty cool, right? Pretty interesting. If you're a big fan of Peter Pan, you will love this attraction, obviously. And even if you're not, it's still fun to be kind of hanging around and going on. And my brother and I were two pretty big people, so if it could hold us and hold our weight, I think you guys will be pretty. That was the last time I went down, not this past time, but the last before that, when I was kind of bigger. I was kind of nervous that that hydraulic arm wasn't going to really hold us as we were flying through everything else. It's just it's very pretty cool. Or I'm sorry, it's pretty cool. It's a fun attraction, and totally worth seeing. So what am I going to give Peter Pan's Flight in Fantasyland in the Magic Kingdom? I'm going to give this attraction 3 stars. It's a very average attraction. I strongly urge that if you're looking for something to add to your itinerary, this is something good. But don't worry if you miss it. It pretty much will still be there the next time you come, and hit it then. It won't really make or break your day at the park, but it is a fun attraction and still worth seeing, and totally worth getting on if you have the time. And it's fun. It's a really good attraction. I know a lot of people love this attraction a lot more than I do, but I still think it's worth getting on. I got on it last time. I thought it was pretty cool, and again, if you're a big Peter Pan fan, you'll love this. Kids love it. It's in Fantasyland. It's it's made for kids, so it's pretty cool. So yeah, check out Ariel. She's in there, and there you go. Peter Pan's Flight in Fantasyland of the Magic Kingdom, 3 stars. Check it out. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's Disney News and Reviews. Again, stay tuned. There will be a video with me going in depth on these things, showing you exactly what the e-tickets and all those other the old ticket books things are, and the complete guide. I thought that was pretty interesting to see that Epcot was not even thought of then. Well, it was, but it wasn't at the same time. So anyway, but whatever. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's Disney News and Reviews. Again, if anybody from Disney is watching, please don't sue me. I'm trying to get people to go down to Disney World to experience everything, and experience that little bit of magic that only you guys can bring. I mean, there are other hundreds of different types of amusement parks around the world that give you the thrills and chills of the roller coasters and whatnot, but there's only one Disney World. Really is. There only is one Disney World and one Disney, type of parks. And, you guys do it to a whole new level. You guys are a theme park. There is a magic down there. And if you actually open your mind and open your heart when you go down to Disney World, you will experience it. And, it's very cool. It's a very cool experience, very groovy experience, just to go down and just be a kid again. And that's the real thing. That's what Disney is trying to do, just trying to bring the kid out in all of us, and so we have a good time. So yeah, go to allears.net, touringplans.com, wdwmagic.com for all your latest and greatest Disney news. WaltDisneyWorld.com is good too, straight from the horse's mouth. You can't go wrong with that stuff, right? Again, stay tuned for the video that will be coming up shortly after this, where I'll go through all that old stuff. I hope you guys like this show. I'm still working on my whole Disney trip. I'm almost done, but I got a lot of rendering and a lot of other stuff to film for it. It's going to be close to 20 hours. I can't believe it. It's a 20-hour video, but I want to split it up into parts and maybe have like buttons, and you can watch it each part at a later date. It's basically every single bit of footage I took down there, and I took a lot of footage, let me tell you. Basically just everything, every bit of ride, everything that I took, when I went on the rides, when I went off the rides, hijinks, hilariousness. I'll try to keep it nice and neat, but that's honestly more for me than anything else. But if you guys want to watch 20 hours of File 91e video, you know what? You need to get outside more. You really should. That's a little crazy. Anyway, thanks to all my new subscribers. Without you guys, there would be no me. So I appreciate everybody that has subscribed over the past few weeks, and I love you guys, and I will see you all next week, I promise, for another Disney News and Reviews, unless something catastrophic happens. Bye, guys.